Hey guys, welcome to a brand new series. I was curious about everything surrounding furnaces. So this is the inaugural episode of experimenting in Minecraft, starting with furnaces. So furnaces, there's a lot of questions I have shrouding them. Do certain things burn certain things faster in furnaces? How does furnaces work with redstone? What is all the things we can do with furnaces? That's what I'm hoping to do in this episode, so stick along and we will answer the furnace questions. Maybe we'll learn something. I mean, I'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something. Just stick around, because we are about to experiment with furnaces. Alright guys, first test, 5 furnaces, one with planks, one with wood, planks, one with wood, one with coal, one with charcoal, and one with blaze rods. And we're going to do a stack of gold ore in each. Okay guys, here are the results. They all burn at exactly the same pace, so they all cook at the same speed. However, these are what's left. So wood and coal each burn 8, which is standard. For every 8 items in there, they burn 1 piece. So 8 for a stack of 64. These burned well over half, so these are not very efficient whatsoever, but if you have a ton of wood, I guess it's good. You can always make charcoal out of wood though. Blaze rods only took 6, more like 5. There was still a lot of blaze rods burning, so these burn really efficiently. So those are probably the best bet with furnaces. Our next test with the furnace is courtesy of redstone. So let's test out some redstone ideas with it. So the first one, we're going to see if redstone can pass through it. So let's, like this. Nope, it stops redstone. Redstone, however, can be placed on top of it, but redstone cannot go through, which is good to know, because it's pretty cheap to build furnaces. It's 8 pieces of cobble, so if you need to, stop redstone from being around, that's a good way to do it. Now, the next test is to see if it will create a current if it's on. It will not. However, you can put a comparator. So the comparator will give a signal. So that's good to know. If you want a redstone signal from a furnace when it's on, you have to put a comparator. This is useful if you wanted to maybe put like a light. So you could put a light in a different part of the house. You could put a light in a different part of the house. You could stretch out this so, you can tell if something's cooking or not. You could also tell when it's done. So that's kind of a handy little thing. Yeah, it's just kind of a handy little block. The last thing I want to see is if powering it stops. Hi. Yeah, no, I'm making a video here. Okay, yeah, you go over there. If powering it, put power near it, stops it from cooking. It does not. Alright, so that is good to know. So powering it does nothing. The only way to get power from it is with a comparator. So now for our next test, let's just do this without cutting. We are going to figure out hoppers with the furnace. First thing we want to know, can a hopper load into the furnace? Boom. Yes, it can. Oh, okay. Let's get that out of there. What if we put coal up here? Is it smart enough to put the coal in the bottom? It is not. Okay, what happens if we put a copper into the side? Nope, that's not what we want. It'll put it into the bottom. Okay, what if we put this in there? Nothing. Okay, so it's smart enough to tell that it needs to be some sort of burning to put in the bottom, but not in the top. So top loads to the top square, what you want to burn, from the side into what is going to burn it. And the last thing is whether or not it will unload. Gotta wait for this to cook up and we'll see if a furnace can be unloaded. La-di-da-da-da. Boom, it can be. That is good to know. So that's furnaces and hoppers. What other experiments do we need? Well, let's get some ice. Because I'm curious if a furnace will melt ice. I want to say yes, but I have no idea. And let's put in some of this goodness. Yeah, almost immediately it melted that. So yes, a furnace will melt ice. What if I put ice here? 2 away. I'm not sure about that. I don't really want to wait to find out. But a furnace will melt ice. So the last experiment, well not the last, but one experiment that we were trying is whether or not you can use a simple loading unloading machine and make it into a furnace, which we found out you can. So a simple loading unloading machine, which we won't go over in this video, you can look up tons of tutorials online. If you want me to post one, just comment you do, but you can load off of a minecart into a furnace, and you can load out of a furnace into a hopper minecart or a hopper into a chest minecart. So they work the same way with hopper minecarts and minecarts as they do normally, which is good to know. So you can unload into a hopper, into a furnace. Very good to know. And one last test I want to try out is my favorite. I think you can all guess what it is. Let's see if, set it today. Okay. Oh, I'm in a square. So the last thing I want to find out is whether or not they can be pushed around by pistons. So let's get a piston. Okay. Let's see if it'll push it. Nope. And last thing, sticky piston. I know it won't push it, so let's see if it'll pull it. Nope. So furnaces, again, a good way to stop pistons. Last thing is if slime blocks have an effect. Check this out real fast. See if slime blocks will pull them. Set it up like this. Nope. Okay. So slime blocks, no effect on furnaces. Also good to know. So the very last thing I want to see is if TNT will blow up a furnace. We need just a bit of redstone. No, we don't. Let's be brave. We can back up. Plenty of time. So let's see if TNT will blow up a furnace. Boom. Yeah, it's gone. There's no furnace down there. So that was all I wanted to experiment. So now I know a bit more about furnaces. They're pretty cool. Anyway, that was experimenting with furnaces. Like, comment, subscribe. There'll be more experiments to come with all kinds of other things. But for now, I was doing stuff with furnaces in my Let's Play world, which you should check out. And I was curious, so that's things to know about furnaces. There's probably more to experiment. If I forgot something that you think should be included, let me know. Until next time, guys, ciao.